Yo, what's happening, guys? Back with another video. So, I'll go ahead and do a car wash real quick, and then I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna be talking about in this video. So filthy, dude. So guys, I'm going to be putting my old, well not old, but these are the new taillights that I had bought. But it was raining a lot and there was some condensation buildup in the taillights, so I'm going to be putting these back on. Back to brand new. So that brings us to the main part of the video, what I wanted to do. So I'm going to be removing my wheel setup right now because I'm going to be going back to stock. Because I'm going to get these tires replaced because they're starting to bald. So I want to do a quick little video to explain everything that I've done to this car up until now. I haven't done a video like this maybe for like a year or longer, and there's been a lot more things added to this car that I thought you guys would want to know. So I swapped these for the Bk2 Tail lights. Initially I was going to go for the Spec Ds, I believe they're called, Spec Ds. There's some brand new ones. But I decided to just go with the regular OEM ones because I noticed that the other ones were having problems, what people were saying. I also added this Genesis Coupe badge. As you can see, since I moved out here, it's a lot hotter, so everything is starting to fade, so I'm going to have to get a new one pretty soon. So that's just what I added, just to give it a little bit more of that black look. What we got down here is this Eliminate license plate holder. Just still holding up. I've already had this for quite a while right now. Next we got this window visor. It's gonna be by HIC. So I actually got this, I received this from a friend. I believe he bought it off eBay and he gave it to me as a gift, which is, shout out to you, Michael, thank you. Which I really like. It adds a little flair to the car, makes it look a little bit more aggressive. And then we also have tint all around the car. I'm not quite sure what the percentage of the tint is. But you can see a little bit inside, but not too much. Next, we're going to go on to the wheels. They're going to be by Vordoven. I believe they're Form 9s, I want to say. Specs are 9x5 in the front and 10x5 in the rears with a 22 offset on both. And then the tire size I'm running on the rears is 275 by 35. And the fronts are, I believe, I want to say 225s. We're going to go with the carbon fiber hood. This is a VIS carbon fiber hood. I'm not quite sure which one it is, but it's the one with the 3 air vents. I like that one because it adds a little bit more aggression than to the plain carbon fiber one. So that's what I decided to go with. And like I said, with the heat ever since I moved out here into the IE, it's a lot hotter. So it was already pretty damaged from the sun and it was fading. So being out here even longer just took the clear coat away even faster. So that's what I'm about to get redone. Then next we have is this eBay grill that I bought. It was around $100 and it was a different type of black, and then I just decided to go with a different, and then I decided just to paint it black. We got our lip right here. So this lip was purchased on, I want to say eBay. I'm not too sure if it's still on there. I just like the way this one looked. So I decided to go with this one. And I apologize you can't hear me. There's cars passing by and I don't have a microphone on my camera, so I'm trying to speak clearly. But I decided to paint it with a Ford gray. If you look at my other videos, you might see which paint color it is. It's pretty similar to the one that's the OEM. So I'm happy with that. I didn't have to spend an extra lot of money just to paint it. I also painted the fog light bezels black to match with the grille. That's going to go for all the exterior mods. One thing I am going to need to do in the future is add some quick release bumper tabs right here, because since my car is lowered, I scrape a lot and the bumper's just been destroyed. Hyundai's known for having these cheap dangly tabs and they break way too easily, so I'm gonna have to add something. I didn't want to go with the quick release ones, but I don't want to buy a whole new bumper, so that's just what I'm gonna have to do. Speaking of lowered, actually, I wanted to talk about the coilovers that I'm running. So the coilovers I'm running are the Megan Racing EZ2 street racing coilovers. I believe that's what they're called. I got them like 2-3 years ago when I first got the car. But yeah, those are gonna be the little baby blue ones, which I've had no problem with since owning this car for the entire time. Okay, let's get to the engine. Okay, so first off I want to say is that this is a Bk2 motor. I blew the Bk1 motor I want to say 2 years ago, and yeah, probably around 2016, 2017. I bought the car initially with 106,000 miles, so it was just a matter of time. I swapped it for a Bk2 motor. It's sitting at around maybe 40,000 miles right now. So with that, we got the original Bk1 turbo, so we're still running the regular OEM turbo. And then we got our cold air intake by injen. That's going to be sitting right down, all the way down to the fog light bezel right here. Next up we got our, what else do we got? We got our ISR O2 housing. It's going to be right here, located right here. This was probably the most difficult thing for me to add into the car just because of that room right there, and I had to do it myself. So we got the ISR O2 housing, then we got it connected to the downpipe and test pipe. And then also I want to mention that we also have our ISR GT single exit exhaust that we just installed last video. So it's a full complete ISR turbo back all the way down, which I'm quite happy with. And I want to say the last thing we have done to this is adding this massive Turbo XS intercooler. So this was probably so this was one of the most difficult things too as well, was putting this together, but it's perfect. And I'm hopefully next thing I'm trying to do is go for a full complete tune by Alpha Speed. See if we can get a look. So you can see in one of my previous videos that I installed this, and you guys can go ahead and check it out. But it is a massive Turbo XS intercooler. I think that's going to complete everything in the engine. One thing I forgot to mention that I have installed on here is going to be the Turbo XS blow-off valve. It's going to be a Turbo XS blow-off valve SML. This one's also in the channel as well if you guys are interested in what it sounds like. I do have a Turbo XS RFL blow-off valve that I recently got with the intercooler that I paid a little bit extra to get. It's going to be mounted onto the cold side of the piping, but I just haven't had time to do it yet. So. Next is going to be the interior. So what I installed is the NRG quick release steering wheel. So this was one of the recent things I did out here as well. I'm quite happy with this. It's held up really well to the sun. It was used when I bought it, and it's still doing amazing right now. I also have this shift boot. My car is an automatic, if you didn't know. I just wanted to add a little style to it, so I added a shift boot that I bought off of Wish, which is also in one of my videos, and a shift knob. I might be replacing the shift knob soon with a, I don't want to call it plastic, but a different type of material because it is very hot out here, and sometimes this feels like an iron. It's going to be all for basically all the mods that I have done to this car. But yeah, so that's going to be the complete walkthrough or walk around of everything I have modded on it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.